Mm. Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Uh, yes, Jasmeet, like you said, you were absent in yesterday's session. So, do you remember the three basic questions we discussed about the three basic concepts in a business model? We talked about it day before yesterday. Yeah. Hi, Jasmeet, and you there? Hi, everyone. आवाज आ रही है? Am I audible?
यस सर आ रही है आवाज ऑडियो कल।
Good evening. All right. Good. चलो, like always, let's wait for a couple of minutes. 2-3 मिनट wait करते हैं. Let's see how many people join. I expect that around 40-42 people will be there in the session.
ओके सर।
All right. In the meantime, let's revise what we discussed in the last couple of sessions. So, if any one of you could just recap what we discussed in the last two sessions. क्या बात करी हमने? Anyone, if anyone could tell me, what did we talk in last couple of sessions?
So yesterday we have covered value proposition, customer segments, revenue model, innovation and adoption maybe, and execution strategies are left, I think.
Yes. Okay. So what we did was we talked about major three sections. I said that innovation and adaptation wala jo part hai, we will take it further. We discussed majorly on value proposition, customer segment, and revenue generation, revenue streams, revenue generation. And yesterday's session was completely filled with these three topics and a lot of examples we took on this. At the end, we did a success and failure case study. कौन सी कंपनी इसका था?
BlackBerry,
BlackBerry. Was that successful, a success story or a failure story?
failure story, sir.
And success story, BlackBerry was his. Yes, Mansi. Correct. Apple. Apple was his BlackBerry. We took Apple as a success story and BlackBerry as a failure story. So I hope you guys received your questionnaire, the 5 question quiz. Did everyone fill it? Also, for everyone, for whom this is possible, please turn on your cameras. Because as you are all on mute, I cannot see you, I cannot hear you. I don't know, am I speaking to myself or to you? So please, any 5-7 people who could just turn on your cameras, it will be great for me to see that what I'm saying you are understanding or not. Everyone who could. Thank you, Nisrita, for everyone. If, all right. So, Jasmeet, you asked that you were not available in the yesterday's session. We basically discussed on three major topics: value proposition, customer segmentation, and revenue streams. Okay, we discussed a lot of case studies on that. What are the important points to consider in a value proposition? What are important points we consider in a customer segmentation? And what are the points we cover in revenue streams? Okay, this is a basic recap of yesterday's session. I guess in a couple of days, my YouTube video will be available with you all. All right, sure. So now let's start with today's session. I hear 30 people are already here now. So let's start with today's session. Did you all get a course booklet that what will be covered in the session?
No, sir.
Okay. So today's session is about business canvas, business model canvas. Canvas क्या होता है? Does anyone know what a canvas is?
It is in visual.
Mansi says a painting area. Okay. So canvas, uh, anyone else was also saying something? Please say. And please turn on your cameras here. At least 5, 7, 10 of you turn on your cameras so I know that what I'm speaking, you are audible or not. Okay. So what is a canvas? Mansi, you're partly right, partly wrong.
Sir, where we can highlight our goals and objectives.
Canvas. Okay. Canvas का simple meaning क्या जानना है मुझे? Don't go on the business part of it right now. What is the simple meaning of a canvas? Nishrita says a surface to paint. Yes, rightly. So it's a big white board where you can paint. Okay, a big surface where you can paint. It is called as a canvas. Now, why are we talking about it in a business model session? Any guesses? Why are we talking about a business model canvas? Okay. On my first session, I asked that who want to start their own businesses. How many of you want to start your own business? A lot of you said yes that day to me. So if you could reply in the comment box. Yeah. For Prachi says for visual framework. Sachi saying yes. Prachi, don't talk about the business model canvas right now. Let's just talk about what is a canvas and why we are discussing it in a business model class. सिंपल पे पहले सिंपल बात करते हैं, कंसेप्ट समझते हैं पहले. Okay, that day I asked a lot of you that who want to start your business. Few says yes. So, okay. So strategies, design, visual framework, strategic management, entrepreneurial tool. Right. All your answers are right. I'm not denying it. लेकिन पहले basic तो बात करें. Let's talk on the basics first. Why are we talking about it? Okay. Tell me the first thing you will do when you think about starting a business. The first thing you will do when you think
Fund.
about starting a business. Yes, Krishna.
Fund, sir. पैसा का.
Funds. Funds. Okay.
Product. Product or
Product.
services.
Product. Okay.
Activities and
And
resources.
activities and resources. Okay. Competition and market says Mansi. Capital says Nishita. Yes. All these answers are right. अब इसको streamline कैसे करेंगे? How will we streamline these? So what we do is we make a basic business plan. Yes, Ankit, market analysis. But before everything else, first, when you go to ask anyone for money, what you will take with you? Your business plan,
Business
right?
plan.
है ना? Business plan. So what Business Canvas does is it helps you create your business plan. I hope everyone knows what brainstorming means. Brainstorming क्या होता है? What does brainstorming mean?
So is a technique to solve problems in a creative way.
सर एक large number of idea आता है quick discussion से. वो brainstorm.
Brainstorming is basically अपने thoughts के ऊपर सोचना, right? जैसे बोला large number of ideas. Yes, Mansi, to think on the various thoughts, various ideas. So what a business model canvas helps you to do is it helps you brainstorm. Before you make a business plan, you need to know a few things. In last two sessions, I've been talking about three basic concepts. What are those? Because the whole business model revolves around only three basic concepts. What are those? Three basic concepts.
Value proposition, revenue proposition,
Value proposition, revenue generation, and
customer segmentation.
customer segmentation, right? So these are the three basic questions. What will I sell? Whom will I sell? At what price or how will I sell? These are my three basic questions. And on these, there are three basic questions. We create a business model. On those business model, we create a business model canvas. Why we are talking about a business model canvas is because in business model canvas, we will distribute these three major points into multiple different points. In my first session itself, I told you that there are 9 basic points which we will talk about, but in the last two, I have been only talking about 3. Why? because rest of the 6 are a division of these 3 only. अगर आपके ये 3 सॉर्टेड है तो बाकी 6 हो जाएंगे, अगर ये 3 नहीं हुए तो 6 नहीं हो पाएंगे बाकी के। ठीक है, चलो नाउ लेट्स गेट टू हाँ, in today's session there is no PPT, there is no presentation. We will just talk, we will just discuss about different things. Okay. So now let's talk a bit about who created the business model canvas first. So the bookish definition of a business model canvas is a strategic tool to help businesses visualize, access and innovate their business model. मतलब a strategic tool that helps businesses visualize, access and innovate their business model. What does this mean? What does this mean? It's a tool. Basically, a business canvas is a tool which is helping you see what you will make, assess what you are doing, and innovate the changes you have to make. Okay. It was developed by Alexander Osterwalder. Okay. Business canvas helps entrepreneurs or corporations refine their business model or a business plan. How? When we talk about a business plan, our basic things which we are first get in our mind is that what is the product, what we are making, who we are selling, and at what price we are selling. The money, product, and people. These are the 3 things we think of on the first point. Business model canvas helps us to think on the other points which are very much important. ठीक है, मैं आपको बोलूं कि कल को आपको एक दुकान लगानी है, एक ठेला लगाना है, ठीक है, उसमें सबसे पहले आपका क्वेश्चन क्या होगा? If I ask any one of you that you have to put a cart out there on a road, what will be the first question you will ask me?
चाय की दुकान क्या सेल करेंगे?
किस चीज की दुकान खोलेंगे? Right? Which cart it will be? What will be your second question?
What will be the product or the service?
वो तो वही आ गया ना कि किस चीज की दुकान लगाएंगे. सेकंड क्वेश्चन क्या होना चाहिए? What should be the second question?
कहाँ लगाएंगे?
Place.
कहाँ लगाएं? Yes, place. Where the location? Where will we put the cart? Why are we thinking about the location? Someone is trying to say something, but that person is not audible. Okay. Tell me, why do we want to know the location? To know the footfall, how many people are there, who will come to our cart. Okay, वही हो गया, customer segmentation हो गया. It's customer segmentation, right? तीसरा पॉइंट क्या है? कितने में बेच देंगे? What profit will I earn daily? If I ask someone to put a pani puri cart on road in front of a college, what you will think is that okay, if there are 500 students in this particular college and 50 students come to my cart every day and they spend 20 rupees, I can make 1,000 rupees, right? And 50 is a very small number for a pani puri cart. Okay. But let's take that only. That okay, 50 people come every day, 20 rupees is the average sale. I earn 1,000 rupees daily. In selling this 1,000 rupees, my investment is about 500 rupees a day. I am getting a profit of 500 rupees. I am earning 15,000 a month as a pani puri cart owner. Okay. So what is it? Revenue stream again. So whenever we talk about a company, these are the three basic questions we ask about. But when creating a business plan, we have to go into the nitty-gritty. Okay. Now let's understand the nitty-gritty. Let's say that I have a pani puri cart. The first thing, the patashas or the puri. Will I make it or will I purchase it from someone? What will that person be called? It is my key supplier, right? Yes, no, आवाज आ रही है, नहीं आ रही है? I'm unable to read your
Yes, sir.
text. That's why I have asked. Okay. ठीक है. Then after that, okay, from where I will take, what are the variety of pani puris I will sell, right? My second will be what are the varieties. So it is called as key activities. What are the key activities involved? Okay. Then how will I price my product? There are two things. One is revenue stream and one is pricing. What is the difference between the two? What is the difference between cost structure of pricing and the revenue stream? If anyone could answer.
रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम हम कहाँ से कराएंगे और प्राइस कि हमारा प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस क्या होगा?
Right. Okay. Next. Apart from those puris, I will need different products as well. I will
Sir.
need that cart. Yes.
Yes, sir.
रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम और रेवेन्यू मॉडल सेम है,
Yes, it's same.
तो डायरेक्ट रेवेन्यू मॉडल और इनडायरेक्ट रेवेन्यू मॉडल क्या होते हैं?
Direct revenue model is something in which you are earning directly from the customer. And indirect revenue model are those in which you are not, okay, I will give you an easy example. Do you know a referral system?
यस.
Okay, the referral system is an indirect revenue model. Or when we talk about let's say influencer, okay, एक इन्फ्लुएंसर के लिए क्या रेवेन्यू मॉडल हो सकता है?
रेफरल सिस्टम.
Referral is one. Then
स्पॉन्सरशिप.
sponsorship, right?
कोलैबोरेशन.
Collaboration, and their revenue from the social media platform they are working on,
व्यूज,
Promotion.
promotion,
प्रमोशन, व्यूज,
advertising.
advertisement. Okay. So in this, the primary source of revenue is your direct revenue stream, and all the secondary sources are your indirect revenue stream. Okay. When I start a business for my personal use, the money I'm thinking is that, okay, I can earn from the videos I make. I will earn from YouTube. That is the direct revenue stream. Okay. I can earn from a sponsorship. That is a direct revenue stream. But if a company comes and say that, okay, I'm giving you a referral code, distribute it. If a user take this referral code, you will get paid. That is an indirect revenue stream. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Doubt is clear?
Doubt clear, sir.
ठीक चलो. So we were talking about cost structure and revenue stream. We discussed that. We discussed now we were talking about the 9 points which are involved in a business model canvas. So I'm sharing my screen with you and I'm showing you what are those 9 points and how a business model canvas looks like. Okay. Is my screen visible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The business model canvas is visible. ठीक है? I want every one of you to read the 9 headings which are written on this paper and tell me which point fits under which thing. There are 3 major components, basic components we talked about: value proposition, revenue streams, and customer segmentation, right? I want you all to divide rest 6 into these 3 only. Everyone read that once. Okay. For next couple of minutes, take a look, read it, what is written on the paper. पढ़ लिया सबने? Did everyone read it? Did everyone read it? Okay. चलो. Yes. Also, I am unable to view messages because I have shared my screen. हाँ, ठीक है बेटा. Yes. All right. चलो. So everyone who has read this, let me ask you
Sir,
all
वो
a
तीनों
question.
customer matter, customer relationship, customer segmentation, and channel
Yes.
are in one group. Customer relationship, customer segmentation, and channel.
Yes. Okay. What will
Cost
come under
structure
value?
and
Cost
sorry,
structure and revenue streams are
come under finance value.
revenue streams only. Okay.
In infrastructure में key resources, key partnership, and key activities.
Yes. Key partners, key activities, key resources are your value propositions. Right? But how did we divide these? How did we divide this? We are going to take good half an hour on this only. Okay. How did we divide these?
सर ये बेसिक चीजें जो हमें बिजनेस करने के लिए चाहिए, तो इसको हम 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड कर दिए। कस्टमर जो हमें चाहिए रहेगा वो, और वैल्यू
Okay.
प्रपोजिशन, क्या हम वैल्यू प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं उसको, और एक पार्ट में डिवाइड करना, और रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम हम कहाँ से रेवेन्यू कर रहे हैं तो उसको एक पार्ट में डिवाइड करना।
Okay. तो हमने की रिसोर्सेज, की एक्टिविटीज और की पार्टनर्स को वैल्यू प्रपोजिशन के अंदर क्यों रखा है? Why did we put key partners,
सर
key
बिकॉज
activities and key resources in value proposition? Yes.
सर ये सब करके हम कस्टमर को क्या वैल्यू प्रोवाइड कर पा रहे हैं, क्या हमारा प्रोडक्ट इज वैल्यूएबल टू परचेज टू कस्टमर,
Mhm.
the value that we provide is satisfying by the customer.
Yes. So basically, I will explain key partners, key activities, and key resources in one simple line to everyone. है ना? And you will tell me that why they are in value proposition. What does a key partner define? The essential people required in the business. Okay? Anyone remember the BlackBerry story? The BlackBerry failure story we talked about yesterday?
Yes, sir.
In that, when I was talking about the failure, I told one sentence continuously. The reason of the failure. What was it?
Adaption of new
Sir,
technology.
adaptation.
Mansi said it right. Rigidity. The tech founder was very rigid. He was an essential person in the company and he was very rigid. Okay? Because of him, the company was not able to adapt. So, key partner, a person who is very much responsible for your running of the company. Tell me this thing. Anyone travel by Ola, Uber or a bus or a train? अगर आपका ड्राइवर नहीं आएगा तो क्या करोगे? If you book an Ola and the driver denies your ride, what will you do? Okay, another example.
Book another ride.
Book another ride. Okay. I'm talking about the company. What will Ola company do if every driver starts to just decline the rides? Okay, I will give you
Take
another
action. Penalty.
penalty action. Okay, I am giving you another example. What does Swiggy call the people who deliver food for them? Or what does
Delivery partners.
delivery partners? Right. Why? Because they are the whole and soul on which their whole business model is dependent upon.
Yes, sir.
They are giving the value that, okay, I'm going to deliver the food at your doorstep, what you want from the restaurant you want. But if I do not have a delivery partner, how will I deliver it?
Hmm.
So that's why key partner is included in value proposition. Second, key activity. Key activity is nothing but the basic business I want it to do. Value proposition is my USP. It is the unique selling point for me. But the key activity is something which I wanted to do. What did Zomato want to do?
Deliver the food.
Deliver the food for the people who were away in their offices, living alone. We did the Zomato case study in the first session, right?
Yes, sir.
है ना? So what is the key activity? Deliver food. So the key activity is something which is the core task that will drive the business, which will run the business. It is the key activity. And in the last two sessions, we have been talking about it in value proposition, right? Third,
Yes, sir.
key resources. What assets are necessary for the business? The definition of key resources is what assets are necessary for the business? Land, okay, and
Machinery, sir.
machinery,
Labor, sir.
labor. Labor will come under key partner, okay?
सर बट
Any
वो
human,
सिर्फ पार्टनरशिप वो स्विगी वाले की है ना, बाकी सब कंपनीज तो वो फॉलो नहीं करते हैं. दे आर नॉट मेकिंग देम पार्टनर्स.
they are not making partner, लेकिन वो होते partner ही हैं. Understand this. It does not matter what you call them, but your business is dependent on them. That's why they are your partner. The heading of the point is key partner, but how it is defined is who are the key stakeholders of your business. Stakeholder आपका CEO भी है और आपका वॉचमैन भी है. If you are in a bank, the security guard is one of the biggest stakeholder for the bank. Security guard नहीं होगा तो हर दिन चोरी का डर रहेगा ना.
यस सर.
Okay.
Okay.
Customer is the different segment. We are talking about the initial stakeholders, the internal stakeholder. Customer external party है. पहले हम कंपनी के अंदर के जो लोग हैं ना, those are our key partners. With the help of whom we can perform key activities. And these key activities are performed on the assets necessary for the business. Like I gave you the example of the Pani Puri cart. उसमें सबसे necessary क्या है? पानी पूरी कार्ट में सबसे नेसेसरी क्या है?
पानी पूरी.
बेटा पानी पूरी कार्ट में सबसे नेसेसरी तो ठेला है ना.
सर पानी.
यस सर.
प्रशांत ठेला नहीं होगा तो पानी कहाँ रखोगे? Okay, so the key resource is on the asset your business is built on. I go to a coffee shop and that guy doesn't have coffee. What will that person sell? Okay. Yes, Mansi, the Pani Puri wala is the key partner. Partner is a person, activity is the task, and resources are the non-living things associated with that. Okay, the necessary non-living things associated with that. Up, let's get on to the value proposition. Why do customers choose you over your competitors? So we have been discussing about value proposition for last 2 days. हमने Apple का example लिया, हमने Airbnb लिया, Zomato लिया, Amazon लिया, बहुत examples ले लिए. ठीक है? So I'm not giving time on value proposition right now. We have already talked a lot. Apple क्यों यूज करते हो? क्योंकि सिक्योरिटी अच्छी है, सीमलेस फंक्शनिंग है, प्रीमियम या एक्सपीरियंस है, बहुत सारी चीजें. नेटफ्लिक्स क्यों देख रहे हो? क्योंकि नेटफ्लिक्स पे बहुत सारा कंटेंट है, दुनिया का अलग अलग कंट्रीज का कंटेंट है, राइट? Now let's get on to the fifth point. Customer relationships, channels, and customer segmentation. Fifth, sixth, and seventh point. We have said that customer relationship and channels come under customer segmentation only. How? Okay, assume you run a business where there are only 2000 people who are your target customers. Okay, 2000 people are your target customers, and every year you are making profit, and every year people are purchasing products from you. Tell me how this can happen.
A better customer relationship, but taking feedbacks, reflecting on our products, and as well as customer retention के लिए.
एक simple example दूं. The kirana shop in your colony or your locality is the biggest example of your customer relationship. The grocery store
Yes, sir.
in your locality or your colony is the biggest example of your customer relationship. That guy has a market of about 100-200 homes. His whole business is based on that, okay, these are the 100 homes in this locality, and I should serve at least 50 of them. I should give every product they want in these 50 homes. Right or wrong? Yes, that is the biggest example of customer relationship. How a business person or how a business interact with its customer is customer relationship. I will give you another example. Okay, a real life example for me. In 2016, a hotel opened up in Indore. It's a subsidiary of a very big brand, Sayaji. The hotel name was Afote. It was opened about a year or two back. 2013 or 14, it opened up. I went for my birthday party in 2016. I booked a table for 10 people. At that time, customer feedback, customer surveys were not a very big deal. After my party, the next day, the hotel called me up and they asked that, sir, how did you like our services? For me, that was such a big deal that the next two parties which I had to give to my friends or my colleagues, it was given in the same hotel. Why? Because that hotel made me feel important to them. Now, this activity is done by everyone. Wherever you go, feedback system is there. They ask you for your feedback. They ask you for ratings. They do this. But about 10 years back, this was not a norm. 10 years back, this was such a big deal for me that I became their repeat customer. That is customer relationship. Okay. Next, channels. Channel is how you market your product, how you reach out to your product. All your marketing activities is channel. For example, let's take example of Nike. Nike has an online store, a retail store, and they also sell their product in third-party stores like Decathlon or somewhere. That is channel. Everywhere you can purchase a particular product. समझ में आया? Did you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Another example. Let's take an example of Netflix. How Netflix has different channels. You can view Netflix on your mobile. You can view Netflix on your web, your laptops, and it has also partnered with different television companies. So you can watch Netflix on your television or your Fire Stick or your dish antennas, dish TVs, and all those. That is called as channels. The different ways how you can reach your customer is called as your channels. Any doubts in customer relationships and channels?
No, sir.
Because we will be moving on to customer segments. Now again, we have discussed a lot about customer segments. Who are your target customers? What is your target audience? These are your customer segments. LinkedIn, job seeker, recruiters, advertisers, business people are your target customers. Okay. Amazon, someone who likes to shop, someone who is looking for cloud computing services, someone who is looking to watch the OTT platform, someone who is listening to music, all are the target customers. Okay. For me, what I do is I make AI applications for different companies. I may do consultation for different companies. Okay. A CEO is my target customer. A CMO or a CFO is my target customer. Right. So we are done with the 4 classifications in value proposition, the 3 classification in customer segment. Last 2, cost structure and revenue. Now, someone said that cost is the price of the product. What else the cost involves? Cost में और क्या involved होता है? Okay, how do you take out the cost of the product or the price of the product?
Sir, we'll calculate by adding the profit for us.
Based on what? Profit is okay. We will calculate profit.
Based on
Manufacturing
our
cost.
raw materials cost, our production cost, and our distribution cost, ये सबको मिला के हम cost
Yes.
cycle.
So the cost structure is the sum of your fixed cost and your variable cost plus your profit margins is your selling price, right? Basic formula. The fixed cost will include your production cost or all those things. Your variable cost will include your raw material cost, your marketing cost, all those things, and your profit margins, whichever you want. Correct? That will determine your selling price. Yes, no? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So-
Yes, sir.
That is a cost structure. So when we talk about business, why we want cost structure in a business is when we take about a company, Pani Puri का example लेते हैं, what are the costs for me? That will determine per plate I can sell to the customer. I gave you an example that I have put a cart in front of a college where I'm expecting 50 students to come daily on my cart, average spending price to be 20, and I will be making 1,000. But what if the cart is not mine and it is rented, and the rent of the cart is 300 itself? मेरा कार्ट ही 300 का है. Then I will have the cost of the potatoes, the onions, namkeen, masalas, water, ice, cost of puri, everything will be there. Cost of heating, if I want to put a light, all these costs will be there. Yes. And I also want to have a 50% profit in my business. Like I said, will it be possible? Will it be possible? No. So when we determine a cost of, or when we talk about the revenue, that okay, I want to have a business of 1 crore rupees in next 1 year or in next 1 month, I need to understand all these 9 points. Who are my key partners? Who are my stakeholders? What are my key resources? What is the activity I will do? Why will customer come to me rather than my competitor? Whom I am targeting? Okay, my customer segment. On what channels I will reach out to the customers? How I will build a relationship with them? What price it will take me to have a break even, and then what profit I want to make. Then I can determine the number of customers I want to get to 1 crore business. Okay, so this is cost structure and your revenue stream. Revenue stream is the source by which I will make my money. We have discussed a lot about it. Okay, so I'm not getting into it again. Okay, any question on these 9 points? Now, if someone can just say all these 9 points, or someone can write all these 9 points in the chat, will be very great for everyone. Why? In tomorrow's session, we will be making a real life company, and we will be doing their business model canvas. That is the activity we are going to do. Not tomorrow, on 7 in the next session. Okay, Kanika writes revenue stream, cost analysis. It's a cost structure, but okay, no issues on that. Krishna wrote all 9, I guess. Customer segmentation, value proposition, revenue stream, channels, customer relationships, key activities, key resources, key partners, and cost structure. Good. Good, Soumit. So, remember these 9 points. What I want you to do. Again, I'm telling you this. In your final assessment test, which you will be giving, these 9 points will play a key role. Your assignment will be to make a complete business model in which you will define what kind of business it is. You will be creating their business canvas, and then the rest 9 are in the rest 7, 8 sessions, what we will be studying, you will be working on that. Okay. So make sure you
Yes,
remember
sir.
these 9, because for today's session, a presentation is not there because we are just discussing the business model canvas. On the session which we have on 7th now, the coming Monday, we will be doing a complete canvas. Till then,
Okay,
please
sir.
remember this. I'm dropping down the feedback form over here now. Also, I want your feedback about the session or any questions you have before we conclude the session. Mansi, that is the activity we will be doing in the class itself on 7, where we will be taking different companies and we will be doing the canvas for them in the class itself. We will be also taking different examples, hypothetical companies, which are not there. And we will also be taking few real life companies. Okay? Everyone, please
Okay,
fill in
sir.
the feedback form. I'm also dropping my LinkedIn ID. If someone wishes to connect, they can. Okay. If someone could conclude the session for me. What did we talk about? A conclusion. Anyone?
Sir, can I?
Yeah, sure, Ms. Shita.
Sir, we have discussed about Canvas and what is Canvas in business models. and what is brainstorming, and differences between revenue stream and cost pricing, and 9 points of the business models like key partners, key activities, key resources, value proposition.
Nishita, sorry to stop.
Hmm.
These are not different 9 types of business model. These are 9 elements of a business model canvas.
Okay.
Okay?
And so,
Yes,
can I
please.
continue?
Yes.
Yeah. Value proposition, customer relationships, channels, cost structure, revenue streams, customer segmentation.
Great. All right. So these are the 9 key points which we discussed about. We discussed about what a business canvas is, who first came into a business canvas, why we are studying a business canvas before making a business plan, why business canvas is important. Okay. This is what we discussed in today's session. Any feedback from your side? If anyone want to tell anything, any feedbacks? Anyone wants to say anything, any feedback?
Can
For
I
those,
sir
yes, yes, Prashant.
कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप पानी पूरी एग्जांपल से कैसे रिलेट कर
Customer, okay. Everyone mostly have a fixed Pani Puri wala guy. That I go to this Pani Puri wale uncle only. Why?
बिकॉज टेस्ट एंड फ्लेवर
Taste बढ़िया है. उसके साथ you also get to know that person itself. वो भी आपसे अच्छे से बात करते हैं, हंसी मजाक करते हैं.
यस सर
ठीक है? That is customer relationship. Every time customer relationship does not mean to take a feedback form and go to that particular guy, or that particular guy giving you a feedback form or asking you to give you a rating. Okay? It's about personal contact as well. Okay? Any other questions anyone have before we close the session? Any other
sir.
questions?
थैंक यू
Okay. No questions? Any feedbacks? Any feedbacks? Anything? Anyone want to say anything before we close the session? Chalo. If nothing, then we are closing the session. Thank you everyone for joining. Let's meet on 7. Try to attend every session. Okay? Great. Thank you. Thank you everyone.